How's it going, everyone? Michael Martin here from Yahoo Esports, and I'm exhausted. I just got off a plane, said hello to my girlfriend and my kids a few hours ago, and I'm here recording because I want to talk about Combo Breaker 2017 on this I Got Next. Combo Breaker was something special. It is, I think, my favorite event, my favorite fighting game event ever. Now, before any TOs start blasting me on social media, look, Evo's wonderful. It's a spectacle. Jabali and CEO, I can see Jabali tweeting me already, but CEO is an amazing event as well. We all love the unique wrestling theme. That's part of what makes CEO special. Look, these are great tournaments. It's a great chance for the FGC to gather and do all the, hang out and do all the things we do. Combo Breaker is special. Combo Breaker is special because it felt like this wonderful mix. I don't know how Rick the Hadu and his staff and all of the streamers and all the FGC managed to turn this esports, this huge esports level event, and this grassroots, like deep grassroots level event, and the convention, and put it all in a ball and just make it work. Real quick, the tournaments were fantastic. I didn't get to see everything because how can you when you're actually there? So I got a lot of streams to catch up on. But Tekken 7 was fantastic. I got a chance to talk to Tanukana, who took third in Tekken. She looks like she is going to be a killer in the Tekken World Tour this year. Injustice 2 debuts at Combo Breaker as a premier event for the ESL Pro League. And Sonic Fox, of course, is still the king of NRS games. We actually got all of top 8 together somehow. I have to give credit to the producers at Yahoo Esports. They managed to herd these cats into a room and get them to talk about Injustice and fighting games and the scene and all of that. So look forward to that. And of course, Street Fighter V, Capcom Pro Tour premier event. NuckleDu wins an event on the Capcom Pro Tour for the first time this year. Had a winner's interview with him. He talked about how he was down after losing on E-League, and he's back. Oh, although he's not the only one back. He played Snake Eyes twice, and they had epic sets, stressful sets. And I was, Snake Eyes was this close to winning his first CPT event in almost 2 years. Hopefully we get to see more of his Zangief later in the year. Great events. Those weren't the only events, of course. Smaller events. I think they had like 18 total. You had Skullgirls, Blaze Blue, King of Fighters 14, Guilty Gear, of course, Super Turbo, Vampire Savior, which is I need to check Vampire Savior out as soon as I'm done with this. Wonderful tournaments. But like I said, as esports as they all are, somehow they just feel like very grassroots, and I don't know what the secret ingredient is. Maybe it's the 24-hour venue. People love the 24-hour venue. There's a 24-hour room with like a bring your own console sort of room. That's where they had the panels, the convention style panels, the main venue area where the tournaments were being played out, as well as casual stations. 24 hours. People could stay up all night if they wanted. People stayed up till 7 in the morning on Saturday playing casuals, and then had to play their pools 3 hours later. I don't know. All of those things make for a great event, and they just make people happy. And maybe that's what it is. People were just happy. People were happy to be there. People were happy to talk with each other, of course, play games. There's just something special about that. But as I mentioned, there was also a convention style. This is the other thing that Rick does. He likes conventions, I guess, and he takes this sort of comic book or gaming style convention aspect and adds that to his events. So you have the artist alleys. I spoke with my good buddy Richard Suono, all the way from Indonesia. Did the key art for Combo Breaker. You probably saw it like on the background, on the t-shirts, whatever. Did the key art for that. He was doing commissions. I got some artwork finally. My Colleen, amazing artist. I spoke to him real quick. This is, I think, his second time in America, but his first time at Combo Breaker. Check out what he had to say about the event.
I want to attend to this event, and I also want to meet all the US FGC fans, so I can give my best to them. So I don't know how much it will be hype when at the Sunday at the top 8, especially the Street Fighter 5. I'm waiting for it. it will be super hype.
On top of that, I got to catch up with a couple of fighting game. You might know some of these individuals in the fighting game community. Of course, Jabali, who is the organizer of CEO. He works with Rick all the time. He was at Combo Breaker, and I asked him, what makes this event so special to you? So here's what he said.
The people, most specifically. The Midwest area is awesome. I've worked with them before. They're just always here ready to help Rick. And back in the day when UFGT was here, they were just always family. It's a great area, a plethora of all different games. Any game here, I mean, there's 18 games here. And literally, even if you had people not travel from anywhere else outside of this area, somebody in this area is going to play that game, and they're going to have a group coming with them. So makes Combo Breaker special is that history of just family of the Midwest. Just a great group of people. And then you have the best people in charge.
Like who?
Like Rick the Hadu,
Okay.
and Tubbo, and Andreas, and everyone else that works.
You're not working.
And then with everyone else that works with CEO, Evo, and other. Anyways, no, it's family here. It's an amazing atmosphere. Everything's great.
And he wasn't the only one. Caught up with Brandon Alexander. You might know Brandon Alexander, Xbox Viking on Twitter, Killer Instinct World Cup, owner-operator of Ultra Arcade, sends some players around, including Wheels, who took second in Killer Instinct. I have a story coming up on him, by the way, so we need to check. You'll need to check that out later. Brandon Alexander, though, I caught up with him, talked to him about Combo Breaker and you know, some things he's got going on in his life.
Well, this is the biggest event outside of KI Cup. You got Sleep, you got Rico, you got CD Junior playing still, you've got me, you've got Base, you've got
Rick playing?
Rick's playing. Yeah, Rick's here, and I think
Rocksteady?
Rocksteady boys. So, you know, it's going to be an amazing experience. Obviously, there's $5,000 up for grabs, plus KI World Cup points. And then if you sign up, you get this cool free shirt, courtesy of Ultra Arcade and Rick and all them. So it's going to be a great experience. And there's some teasers from what I hear going on this weekend. So
We'll have to stay tuned for that. Who's going to win?
I think between Base, Nikki, or Dayton Jay. I think those are the three people that...
Wheels?
Wheels, yeah. That guy, like, can't walk, but he plays better than everybody that plays KI.
Wheels is a pretty good Killer Instinct player.
He's like he's got the best Gargos, he's got the best Tusk. I mean, he's really good.
We heard what these guys had to say. You've heard what I've had to say. I had a wonderful time at this event. Talked to some great people, met some new people. I didn't play as many games as I would have liked, but you know, that's how it goes. Had some great interviews. Talked to a lot of international players. By the way, shout outs to Disco Vigilante, who is works with us on Japanese translation a lot. Wonderful dude. So if you ever need translation from him and you want to hire him, do that. Just don't do it at the events I want to use him at. That's all I ask. But no, he did a great job, and I got to talk to players I'd never spoken to before. Sako, Itazan, like I said, Tanukana, Goichi. I mean, we had some great talks. One of the best interviews I've ever done at any event was with Pi's Lee Chung, who, as you know, Team BFF, Yipes and Lee Chung on NLBC. So looking forward to that. But you've heard what I've had to say. You've heard what other people have to say about the event. Now I want to hear what you have to say about the event. I really want to get your feedback. What did you think about Combo Breaker? If you were a stream monster at home, if you were there at the event, if it was your first time, if it was your third time, whatever, talk to me about what you love, what you liked about Combo Breaker. And you know what, to be fair, if you didn't like some things about Combo Breaker, you can tell me too. But what I really like to do is take the feedback, but also that appreciation and some of the other stuff if you didn't like that. But just take that and gather it up and show Rick and his staff and the streamers and everyone involved in building Combo Breaker into what it is right now. Show them the appreciation for everything, all the hard work they've done, all the sleepless nights, putting together Combo Breaker and running that event and making sure it goes nearly flawlessly. Like, it's not perfect. Some things happen, stuff happens. But yeah, I really want to know what you guys thought about Combo Breaker. Was it how special was it to you? Let me know in the comments. Of course, hit me up on Twitter at Bizarro_Mike. I always mention conversations and fireballs, but especially now, you want to look out for some future conversations and fireballs. We got one or two from the event, and I think they're great interviews. So you really want to check those out every week, just like I Got Next. So be sure to keep it locked to Yahoo Esports and check out these videos as they come out. And of course, tune in every week to I Got Next and Conversations with Fireballs. And we'll talk to you next week.